Shalom, everybody. Let's see what we got in the chat. Nobody in the chat yet. This me.
Yeah, he chose me. Yeah, he told me. I gotta go wake up Yasharel, cause he chose me. I gotta go do his will, do what he told me. They don't know Big M, they don't know me. Yeah, he chose me. Yeah, he told me. I gotta go wake up Yasharel, cause he chose me. I gotta go do his will, do what he told me. They don't know Big M, they don't know me. They don't know Yahuwah, they don't know Yahusha. They call me pagan Elohims, it ain't Yahuwah. So who they calling on? They call on Jesus Christ. But his real name is C4 so get it right. So help me please, forgive us for our sins.
What's
So
up,
take
sister?
a knee, was bowing down to the idols. So help me please, Yeshua was sent before these idols. So
Or
who
shall I
is
say
he? The
shalom?
King our King. So let me speak. Yeah, he chose me. Yeah, he told me. I gotta go wake up Yasharel, cause he chose me. I gotta go do his will, do what he told me. They don't know Big M, they don't know E. Yeah, he chose me. Yeah, he told me. I gotta go wake up
Shalom, baby.
Yasharel, cause he chose me. I gotta go do his will, do what he told me. They don't know Big M, they don't know E. They don't know Yahuwah. They don't know Yahusha. They be calling these pagan Elohims. It ain't Yahuwah. So who they calling on? They call on Jesus Christ. But his real name is Caesar Berger. So get it right. So help me please. He forgiven us for our sins. What he say? So take a knee. Who's bowing down to the idols? So who we please? Yeshua was sent before these idols. So who is he? He the King of all kings. So help me speak. Help me. Yeah, he told me I gotta go wake up Yasharel, cause he chose me. I gotta go do his will, do what he told me.
He said,
They
they
don't
don't
know
know
E.
E.
Yeah, he chose me. Yeah, he told me I gotta go wake up Yasharel, cause he chose me. I gotta go do his will, do what he told me.
He said,
They
they
don't
don't
know
know E.
E.
All right, shalom, everybody. Shalom to the 12 tribes of Yasharel and to the ones that are grafted in through Yeshua. In tonight's teaching, as you guys can see from the title and thumbnail, we're going to be talking about Yahuwah. Is Yahuwah the one true living Elohim? And I just want to say I want to say welcome to Yahuwah's ministry. I will be the Moray. You guys can call me Malachi, but in Hebrew, my name is pronounced Malachi. And I would rather go by my Hebrew name than my English name. But welcome to Yahuwah's ministry. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Yahuwah and is he the true living Elohim? Because in this world we live in, there's a lot of confusion going on, and they're trying to hide the truth. They're trying to hide the chosen people, which we are the chosen people. So let's watch the scriptures unfold because they are true. So let's watch the prophecies unfold. I want you guys to think about who, what, when, where, and why. But in this video tonight, we're going to be specifically worrying about who. Because who is the true living Elohim of this world? Who created this is the big question. And I'm going to uncover that truth for you guys in tonight's video. So let's jump into the video. So his name is Yahuwah. Let me say it for y'all one more time. The true living Elohim name is Yahuwah. For most people, they will say the word God, but we're not going to use that word because if you guys do your own research and study to show yourselves approved, that word isn't a good association to using Yahuwah. He is an Elohim, not just some God. So let's carry on. Who is Yahuwah? Yahuwah is one. I want to start out by saying that. He is within all of us because we all have a spirit, and that spirit was Yahuwah, the Ruach HaKodesh, shall I say. Yahuwah is the only true living Elohim. So if you guys don't believe me, let's go ahead and go to the Sefer, which most people call it the Bible, but in Hebrew, it's the Sefer. They call them the scrolls, but It's the Sefer. In English, they say the Bible, but I call it the Torah, which is known for scrolls. But yeah, let's go ahead and grab our books so that we may read the word of Yahuwah to back up what we're talking about tonight. So we will be starting off in Deuteronomy chapter 4. We will be reading verse 35. And this is to back up Yahuwah is the true living Elohim, the only one. So we're going to be going to Deuteronomy chapter 4. We're going to read verse 35 real quick. And then after that, we're going to be going to Deuteronomy chapter 6. And we're going to be reading verse 4. So stay with me. And if y'all guys still tuned in, can we place a 7 in the chat? Because we ain't got no comments rolling through. I don't know who watching me, and I need to know y'all tuned in because this is some powerful information. Yahuwah says his people perish from the lack of knowledge. And I also want to break down who is his people. But as y'all can see, we them people. But Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 35, it says, unto you it was shown that you might know that Yahuwah, he is Elohim. There is no one else beside him. Let me read that for y'all one more time. It says, unto you it was shown that you might know that Yahuwah, he is Elohim. There is no one else beside him. He is the only true living Elohim. Is what I'm trying to stress to you guys. There isn't no other Elohim, no other person that could equal up to Yahuwah. So let's go to Deuteronomy 6 and 4, because this is about to back up what we just read. Yahuwah is the only Elohim, and there is no one else beside him. So let's go to Deuteronomy 6 and 4. Give you some time to get there. Deuteronomy 6 and 4. It says, hear, O Yasharel, Yahuwah, Eloheinu, Yahuwah is one. And I want to back up to the word Yasharel. Yasharel is 12 tribes of Yasharel. We're not going to break that down in today's video, but for the ones that want to know more information, they're going to tune in when that information and that wisdom arise on this channel. But we are Yasharel. There are 12 tribes, so you can come from any one of the 12 tribes. Just study to show yourselves approved, I'm telling you. So we're going to go to Isaiah chapter 45. And this is to back up Yahuwah is the only true living Elohim. This is why we're going to these scriptures, so I can show y'all what Yahuwah is talking to. Who Yahuwah is talking to. Because who is Yahuwah? Many people don't know, but I'm here to stress it to y'all. Because I can't do much stressing, man. I got to wake up the remnant. I'm called to wake up Yaakov. 45, we're going to be reading verses 5 through 7. Isaiah 45, verse 5. It says, I am Yahuwah. There is no one else. There is no Elohim besides me. I girded you through you have not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west, and there is none beside me. I am Yahuwah, and there is no one else. I formed the light and created the darkness. I make peace, and I created evil. I am Yahuwah. Yahuwah, do all these things. So I want to back up to verse 5 real quick before we move on, because we got a lot to cover tonight. But Isaiah 45, verse 5, it reads, I am Yahuwah. There is no one else. There is no other Elohim besides me. Didn't we just read that in Deuteronomy? There is no other Elohim besides him. He's not going to keep stressing it, but he's going to keep stressing it. So I need you guys to really lock in with what he's saying, because he's talking to his chosen people. But let's carry on. I want to stress the point right here to you guys. The name Yahuwah appears over 6,000 times in the Hebrew Torah. Did y'all hear me? The name Yahuwah appears over 6,000 times in the Hebrew Torah. not the Holy Bible, but we talk about the Hebrew Torah. We're not talking about the English word. We're talking about the Sefer, the words of Yahuwah, the truth to all of this. Because, man, we living in crazy wickedness, but this word here's, man, it'll change everything. Let's read it again. The name Yahuwah appears over 6,000 times in the Hebrew Torah, signifying its importance to Yasharel, the chosen nation, and the rest of the world. So Yah chose us as a peculiar people out of everybody. But I'm not going to spoil it because we got scriptures to read. It's the name revealed to Moshe in Exodus 3 and 4. So I'm going to need you guys to go there real quick because we're going to be reading Exodus chapter 3, verse 14, because this is where he exposes his name. It says, as I am that I am. It's the name revealed to Moshe in Exodus chapter 3, verse 14, as I am that I am. So go there for me so we can point out the facts, man. We just point out facts. We ain't making nothing up. This is straight out the Sefer, man. I ain't making these words up. So bear with me with these Hebrew words, because that is what Yah spoke. He didn't speak English. He didn't speak Greek. He didn't speak Latin. He didn't speak any of these heathen languages. Exodus 3, verse 14, it reads, and Elohim said unto Moshe, Eha, Asher, Eha. And he said, thus shall you say unto the children of Yasharel, Eha has sent me unto you. So Eha, Asher, Eha, it reads, see if you guys can see that, pops up. Eha, Asher, Eha, I am that I am. I, the Yah, am I, the Yah. The name that Yahuwah declared to Moshe before the burning thorn bush. The name that Yahusha declared before the Pharisees and the high priest at his trial before his crucifixion. So Eha, Asher, Eha is I the Yah am, I the Yah. But it's I am that I am. Exodus chapter 3, verse 14. This emphasizes in Hebrew, Eha, Asher, Eha. And it emphasizes Yahuwah's self-existence and independence. So as we carry on through tonight's teaching, Yahuwah is self-existent. He didn't need you. He didn't need me. Welcome to the, welcome, Shalom family. Is it Lakeisha? Am I saying that right? Lakeisha? Shalom. We're going to be we're reading Yahuwah's self-existence. And as I was saying, he didn't need any of us. He was the creator of everything. So he was self-existent before everything and anything. He was there. Like I said, he is the Ruach HaKodesh. He is space. He is here right now. But Yahuwah's self-existence, we're going to be staying in Exodus. We're going to be staying in Exodus. We're going to be staying in chapter 3. We're going to go up just one verse. We're going to be reading 13 to 15 so we can get a better understanding of what Yah is saying. Exodus chapter 3, verse 13. It reads, and Moshe said unto Elohim, behold, when I come unto the children of Yasharel, and shall say unto them, the Elohim of your fathers has sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, what is his name? No, that's a real question, though. Because if somebody came to me and said, my Elohim has sent me, I would have been like, well, what's his name? Because, I mean, I don't know his name. But it reads, what shall I say unto them? And Elohim said unto Moshe, Eha, Asher, Eha. And he said, thus shall you say unto the children of Yasharel, Eha has sent me unto you. And Elohim said moreover unto Moshe, thus shall you say unto the children of Yasharel, Yahuwah Elohim of your fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Yishak, and the Elohim of Jacob have sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my mention unto all generations. But I want to take a step back real quick before we move on. Yahuwah says, this is my name forever. Forever. I can't see the chat. What is his name? His name is Yahuwah. As it says right here. I'm going to read Exodus chapter 3, verse 15 one more time before we move on. And the Elohim said, moreover unto El Moshe, thus shall you say unto the children of Yasharel, Yahuwah Elohim your father, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Yishak, and the Elohim of Jacob, has sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my mention unto you, all generations. So that means my generation, my elder generation, and their elder generation, and my son's generation, and you know the generate forever, he said. So let's carry on. We're going to be going to Acts chapter 17. I like this verse because when I was reading it, I was kind of hesitant, but Yahuwah said keep it in there because it's going to point out some facts, man. It's Yahuwah's self-existence. He didn't need anything. He didn't depend on anything or anybody but himself. So let's carry on to Acts chapter 17 real quick. Acts chapter 17, verse 24 to 26. But 24 reads, Elohim that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Yah of the heaven and earth, dwells not in temples made with hands. Let me read that one more time for you. Seeing that he is Yah of heaven and earth, dwells not in temples made with hands, neither is worship with man hands, as though he needed anything, seeing he gives to all life and breath and all things. Let me read that for y'all one more time. Neither is worship with man hands, as though he needed anything, seeing he gives to all life and breath and all things. So that means everything. Hallelujah, Yahuwah. Praise Abba Yahuwah. Because that means this is him right here. This is all him. Verse 26 reads, and he has made of one blood all nations of men for to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined the time before appointed and the boundaries of their habitations. I'm going to read that for myself one more time. It says, and has made of one blood all nations of men. We all do bleed red, don't we? Don't we? For to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined the time before appointed and the boundaries of their habitations. So Yah is in control of everything. Everything. Right now in this time, he's in control of everything. So let's go to John chapter 1. We're going to be reading verses 1 through 4. I want to keep bringing this up. This is Yahuwah's existence. He needed nothing besides himself. He didn't need no help. He didn't need no backup. He didn't need a friend. He just needed himself. Yahuwah's self-existence. And I just want to say welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to Yahuwah's ministry. I am the moray of this ministry for Yahuwah. My name is Malachi in Hebrew, but in English is Malachi. Just want to say shalom, everybody. We're going to be going to John chapter 1. We're going to be reading verses 1 through 4. Like I said, this is Yahuwah's self-existence. So let's get to John, man. John 1 and 4. And how you say his name in Hebrew is Yakanan. John 1 and 4. In the beginning was the Word. I need y'all to listen, though, because this is important right here. It says, in the beginning was the Word. And the Word was with Elohim. And Elohim was the Word. I feel like I need to read that for y'all one more time, but I'm going to carry on. The same was in the beginning with Elohim. All things were made by him, and without him was nothing made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the life, and the life was the light of men. Shalom, sister. I don't know why they restricted your messages, but shalom. I kind of want to stay right here for a minute in John, 1 John, or John chapter 1, Yakanah. Because Yahuwah is really speaking to us. Like I was saying, Yahuwah's self-existence, he didn't need you. He didn't need me. He didn't. It's important that we notice that we need Yahuwah, but Yahuwah doesn't need us. Yahuwah is the true living Elohim, the only Elohim. All of these other Elohims that made themselves or wanted to be Elohims, man-made Elohims, want to be Elohims, none of them is real. None of them hold power. But Yahuwah, the Elohim of Yasharel. I'm going to read this one more time before we move on because some of us might miss it. John chapter 1, it reads, verse 1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Elohim, and Elohim was the Word. The same was in the beginning with Elohim. All things were made by him, and without him was nothing. It says, and without him was nothing, anything made that was made. Man, that blows my mind. It kind of blows my mind up. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. So in him was life, and the life was the light of men. Are y'all hearing me? I need to see that I hear you one more time. Because are y'all hearing me? It says in him was life, and the life was the light of man. My reflection. The light was the life of man. Let's carry on, man, because I'm probably getting on y'all nerves. But let's go to Revelation chapter 1, and we're going to be reading verse 8. And this is just to back up Yahuwah's self-existence. This is just to back up what Yahuwah, the true living Elohim, who he is. Hallelujah, YAHUAH, everybody. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to tonight's teaching. Like I said, we're going to be going to Revelation chapter 1. We're going to be just reading verse 8. And I'm going to try to make it quick because we still got a lot to cover. Next, we're going to be talking about Yahuwah's covenant. Because that is who Yahuwah is. He makes covenants. Righteous covenants. Don't know wicked covenants. You wicked, you out of covenant. Revelation chapter 8. No, Revelation chapter 1. Calm down, Malachi. I'm on chapter 8 on my phone. All right. Revelation chapter 1 reads, verse 8. I am the Aleph and the Tav, the beginning and the end, says Yahuwah Elohim. Which is, which was, and which is to come. Yahuwah Zavayot. Yahuwah is the beginning and the end. He existed before the beginning was the beginning. And he gonna exist when the end is the end. Yahuwah existed before he started creating. Did y'all hear me? I said Yahuwah existed. Shoot, I can say before anything was created. It's like Yahuwah was by himself. He had nobody. Did he need help? I don't think so. Did he need you? Did he need me? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think he needed us. He wanted us. So let's carry on. Next, we're going to be talking about Yahuwah's covenant. Yahuwah loves you. We're going to be going to Noach. Sorry about that. We're going to be going to Genesis chapter 8. We're going to be reading verses 15 to 22. And we're about to read about Noach and Yahuwah and the covenant that was made between them two. So make sure y'all paying attention. Because y'all didn't just make one covenant, two covenants. It's like almost like he made a covenant with the world. It's either you in or you out. It's either you walking with him or you're not. He gonna come calling, is you gonna answer? He gonna knock at your door, is you gonna come receive the package, or you gonna say leave it at the door? He said, I surrender, Yah. All right, let's go to Genesis chapter 8. I'm gonna be reading 15 to 22, man. I'm getting lost, man. I think I'm having too much fun. 8 and 15. Genesis chapter 8, verse 15, 22. Or 15 to 22. Let me slow down. It reads, and Elohim spoke unto Noach, saying, go forth of the ark, you and your go forth of the ark, you and your woman and your sons woman with you. Bring forth with you every living thing that is with you of all flesh, both of fowl and cattle, both of fowl and of cattle, and of every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth, that they may breed abundantly in the earth and be fruitful and multiply upon the earth. It says, 18, and Noah went forth, and his sons and his women's and his sons' women with him, every beast, creeping thing, and every fowl, and whatsoever creeps upon the earth, after their kind, went forth out of the ark. And Noah built an ark unto Yahuwah, and took of every clean beast, and of every clean fowl, and offered ascending smoke offerings on the altar. And Yahuwah smelled a sweet savor. And Yahuwah said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake. For the imaginations of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more everything living as I have done. Sorry about that, guys. Let me reread that. It says 21, and Yahuwah smelled a sweet savor. And Yahuwah said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for men's sake. For the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more every living thing as I have done. While the earth remains seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. So that last verse really got me thinking. Well, at least the last two really got me thinking. Got me jumping on my seat. But the last one really got me thinking. It reads, the earth remains seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. I wonder what Yah means by that. Like, I really want to know what he means by that. But let's go to 8:17. Next, we're going to be going to Abraham's covenant, and that is in Genesis chapter 12. We're going to be reading verses 1 through 4. I have my verses for Noah covenant, but it's kind of messed up. But let's go to chapter 12, Genesis. We're going to be reading 1 through 3. And this is Abraham's covenant that was made with Yahuwah. That covenant we're a part of. The promises he made to Abraham. The promises he's going to keep for us. Genesis chapter 12, verse 1 reads, Now Yahuwah had said unto Abraham, Get you out of your country and from your kindred and from your father's house unto a land that I will show you. So Yahuwah is telling Abraham to get up and go out of his house and go sojourning on a journey to a place where Yah will show him. And I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, and you shall be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless you, and curse him that curse you. So Yahuwah said, he's talking to Abraham, he said he's going to bless. He said, I'm going to make you a great nation, and I'm going to bless you, and I'm going to make your name great, and you shall be blessed. And I will bless them that bless you. He said, and I will curse them that curse you. And in you shall all famine of the earth be blessed. So Abraham departed as Yahuwah had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abraham was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. And Abraham took Sarah his woman, and Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they have gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came. So we just carry it on. We would just kept reading. So we're talking about Abraham's covenant. So we're going to go to chapter 17 now, which is where the covenant is going to be revealed that was made between Abraham and Yahuwah. So that's chapter 17. We're in Genesis. We're going to start at verses 1. And let's watch the prophecy unfold. Genesis chapter 17, verse 1 reads, And when Abraham was 90 years old and 9, Yahuwah appeared to Abraham and said unto him, I am El Shaddai. Walk before me and be perfect. So Yahuwah is telling Abraham to walk before him and be perfect. I can almost hear Yahuwah telling me that. He said, and I will make my covenant between me and you, and multiply you exceedingly. And Abraham fell off his face, and Elohim talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with you, and you shall be a father of many nations. Neither shall your name anymore be called Abraham. It's Abraham. But your name shall be Abraham. For a father of nations have I made you. Verse 6. And I will make you exceedingly fruitful. And I will make nations of you, and kings shall come out of you. So Yahuwah is telling Abraham, that he will make you, that I will make you of nations, and kings shall come out of you. So Yahuwah told Abraham, he's going to make kings come out of him. And I will establish my covenant between me and you and your seed after you and their generations for an everlasting covenant to be Elohim unto you and your seed after you. So I'm going to read verse 7 again. He says, Yahuwah says, and I will establish my covenant between me and you and your seed. So your kids. He said he was going to make a covenant with you and your kids. And I will give unto you and to your seed after you the land wherein you shall, the land wherein you are a stranger, and all the land of Canaan for an everlasting possessions, and I will be their Elohim. So Yahuwah says he's going to give to Abraham and his seed the land wherein you are a stranger, all the land of Canaan, and for an everlasting possession I will be your Elohim. And Elohim said unto Abraham, you shall guard my covenant, therefore you and your seed after you and their generations. So Yah is telling Abraham that he should guard the covenant, and not only should he guard the covenant, his seed. He talking to us, y'all, because we Abraham's seed. We are part of the bloodline of Abraham. Verse 10, it says, this is my covenant, which ye shall guard between me and you and your seed after you. Every male child among you should be circumcised, and you shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and you. So I kind of had a question in my mind. What does Yahuwah mean when he says every male child should be circumcised? That's a question for you guys. What does Yahuwah mean when he say every male child should be circumcised? Let y'all think on that for a minute. But let's carry on. We're going to be reading verses 11 now. And I read that. We're going to be reading 12, going to 14. And he that is 8 days old, shall he be circumcised among you. Every male child in your generations, he that is born in the house or brought with money of any stranger which is not your seed, he that is born in your house and he that is brought with your money must need to be circumcised, and my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. Listen to that. He said, and my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. 14, the uncircumcised male child whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people. He has broken my covenant. Let me read that for y'all one more time. That soul that shall be cut off from his people, he has broken my covenant. So if you aren't circumcised, in any interpretation that you take it, but you will want to take it when with what Yahuwah is saying. If you circumcise, Yahuwah said that is a sign of the covenant between me and you. But if you are not circumcised, in any interpretation that you take it, but you will want to take it in Yahuwah's interpretation. But if you are not circumcised, he said you will be cut off from among the people, and he has broken the covenant. So you are not in covenant if you are not circumcised. But for the ones that are circumcised, it is a sign of covenant between you and Yahuwah. Let's carry on. Yahuwah covenant with his chosen people, which is the 12 tribes of Yasharel. As I've been saying through this whole video, Yahuwah covenant with his people, which is the 12 tribes of Yasharel. So go to Deuteronomy chapter 7. We're going to be reading verses 6 and 8. And this is going to reveal Yahuwah's covenant with the chosen people. Hallelujah, Paula. Welcome to the stream. Shalom. Appreciate you for joining. We're going to be talking about Yahuwah's covenant with his chosen people. We're going to be going to Deuteronomy chapter 7. We're going to be reading verses 6 through 8. We were just reading and talking about the covenant Yahuwah made with Noach and Abraham. But now we want to see about that covenant he made with the 12 tribes of Yasharel. So that is going to be Deuteronomy 7, 6 and 8, or 6 through 8. And it reads, This is some good stuff right here. Deuteronomy chapter 7, 6. For you are a holy people unto YAHUAH Elohim. YAHUAH Elohim has chosen you to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, we're going to be focusing on who. But there are 5 key points: who, what, when, where, and why. But we're going to be focusing on who. So who is YAHUAH? But in this text, who is YAHUAH talking to? I'm going to read 6 again. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and 6. For you are a holy people unto YAHUAH Elohim. YAHUAH Elohim has chosen you to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. YAHUAH did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people. For ye, he said, for ye were the fewest of all people. So Yasharel, we were the fewest of all people. But because YAHUAH loved you, read that one more time. But because YAHUAH loved you, and because he would guard the oath which he has sworn 7 oaths unto your father, has YAHUAH brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim. We're going to sit there and take a pause there before we read this next verse. I'm going to go ahead and top off this next verse. Verse 9, it reads, know therefore that YAHUAH Elohim, he is Elohim, the faithful El, which guard his covenant, which guards his covenant and mercy with them that love him, and guard his commandments to 1,000 generations. So YAHUAH made a covenant with the 12 tribes of Yasharel. 7 oaths he swore to keep. So you must be in a covenant to be a part of those 7 oaths. Those 7 oaths that YAHUAH has promised to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. It says YAHUAH chose Yasharel not because of the size or strength, but out of his love and faithfulness to the promise he made to the forefathers, particular Abraham. So we got some more reading to do. I'm glad we still right here in Deuteronomy 7, because that's what we're about to read. So if we can just back up to verse 6 real quick, I want to reread that. We're going to be reading 6 through 26. So stick with me. It says, for YAHUAH are, sorry, let me calm down. It says, for you are a holy people unto YAHUAH Elohim. YAHUAH Elohim, YAHUAH Elohim has chosen you to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. YAHUAH did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of people. But because YAHUAH loved you, in which because he would guard the oath which he had sworn 7 oaths unto your fathers, has YAHUAH brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, the king of Mitzrayim? Know therefore YAHUAH Elohim, he is Elohim, the fruitful El, which guards his covenant and mercy with them that love him, and guard his commandments to 1,000 generations. Verse 10, and he repays them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him. He will not be slack to him that hates him. He will repay him to his face. So Yah will repay you to your face. It says, you shall therefore guard the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command you this day to do them. So he command you this day to do them. Wherefore it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments, and guard and do them, that Yahuwah Elohim shall guard unto you the covenant and the mercy which he sworn 7 oaths unto your father. So if you, me, I, we, Yahuwah says, wherefore it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments, and guard and do them, that Yahuwah Elohim shall guard unto you the covenant and the mercy which with which he has sworn 7 oaths unto your father. So I just kind of want to touch up on this, not for too long, but for the ones that are listening, Yahuwah is saying, if you hearken to these judgments and guard them and do them, Yahuwah shall guard unto you the covenant and mercy which he sworn 7 oaths. So if you do what Yah is telling you to do, he's telling you he's going to guard the covenant and the mercy that he has sworn. So let's carry on. And he will love you and bless you and multiply you. He's talking to you. He will love you, bless you, and multiply you. He will also bless the fruit of your womb and the fruit of your land, your grain, your wine, and your oil, the increase of your kin and the flocks of your sheep, in the land which he sworn 7 oaths unto your fathers to give you. You shall be blessed above all people. There shall not be male or female barren among you or among your cattle. And Yahuwah will take away from you all sickness, and will put none of the evil disease of Mizraim, which you know, upon you, but will lay them upon all them that hate you. Oh, man. Is y'all hearing me, though? Yahuwah says, it says, and Yahuwah will take away from you all sickness, and will put none of the evil disease of Mizraim, which you know, upon you, but will lay them upon all of them that hate you. And you shall consume all the people which Yahuwah Elohim shall deliver you. Your eye shall have no pit upon them, neither shall you serve, listen, neither shall you serve their Elohim, for that will be a snare unto you. So Yahuwah is saying you shall not serve their Elohim. It said it right here. It said neither shall you serve their Elohim, for that will be a snare unto you. For you shall say in your heart, these nations are more than I. How can I dispose them? Are y'all hearing me? It says, if you shall say in your heart, these nations, which talk about these people, are more than I, how can I dispose them? How can I get rid of these people? You should not be afraid of them, but shall well remember what Yahuwah Elohim did unto Pharaoh and to all of Mitzrayim, which he did a whole lot. He did a whole lot of cursing and a whole lot of stuff. You got to read it, though. It's in a book. Yahuwah did a whole lot to the king of Pharaoh of Mizraim, which we were held captive. Yasharel was held captive in Egypt. That's what Mizraim is in Hebrew. But Mizraim in English is Egypt. They ain't gonna want y'all to know this, but I'm here to tell y'all. So let's carry on. We're at verse 19 now. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 19. The great temptations which your eyes saw, and the signs and the wonders, and the mighty hand, and the stretched out arm whereby Yahuwah Elohim brought you out, so shall Yahuwah Elohim do unto all the people of whom you are afraid. Moreover, Yahuwah Elohim will send the hornets among them, until they that are left and hide themselves from you be destroyed. 21. You shall not be frightened at them, for Yahuwah Elohim is among you, a mighty El and terrible. And Yahuwah Elohim will put out those nations before you by little and little. You may not be consumed. You may not consume them at once, lest the beasts of the field increase upon you. But Yahuwah Elohim shall deliver them unto you, and shall destroy them with a mighty destruction until they be destroyed. And he shall deliver their king into your hand, and you shall destroy their name from under heaven. There shall no man be able to stand before you until you have destroyed them. The graven images of their Elohim shall you burn with fire. You shall not desire the silver or gold that is on them, nor take it upon you, lest you be snared therein, for it is an abomination to Yahuwah. I want to kind of read that for y'all one more time, but I'm going to tackle it for y'all real quick. It says the graven image of their Elohims. These man-made Elohims that they worship, that Yahuwah didn't give permission to. He said, you shall not desire silver or gold that is on them, nor take it upon you, lest it be a snare therein, for it is an abomination to Yahuwah Elohim. It is an abomination. So let's carry on, man. Yahuwah intended for Yasharel to be a light to the nation, embodying his character and serving a witness to his truth to the world. So Yahuwah chose us to be the light unto the world. Yahuwah chose us to be the chosen people. We are the chosen people. We still is the chosen people, and our kids are the chosen people. So wake up, Yasharel. Let's go to Isaiah 42. We're going to be reading verses 6 through 8. Been on here for an hour already, man. Woo-wee. Let me read that for y'all one more time. Yahuwah intended for Yasharel to be a light to the nations, embodying his character and serving as a witness to his truth to the world. So Yahuwah chose you to be a light upon the world. Yahuwah chose you. Yahuwah chose you to be a light upon the world. So for you to know Yahuwah, you got to go be the light. Somebody needs you. I might need you. But somebody needs you. Let's go to Isaiah 42, starting with verse 6. Oh, there you go. I kind of got to swipe over. He says, calm down, my God. All right. Yes, he is, Monty. Yahuwah is returning. In the name of Yahusha. In the flesh of Yahusha. But see, man, we got a lot to break down. Isaiah 42, starting with verse 6. Yah has chose us to be a light upon the nations. It says, I, Yahuwah, have called you in the righteousness, and will hold your hand, and will keep you, and give you for a covenant for... Let me start over. Isaiah chapter 42, verses 6. I, Yahuwah, have called you in the righteousness, and will hold your hand, and will keep you, and give you for a covenant of the people, for a light of the other nations, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. I am Yahuwah. That is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to a graven image. I'm going to read that for y'all one more time, because Yahuwah really is speaking to us right here. Verse 6 reads, I am Yahuwah. It doesn't say I am Yahuwah, sorry. It says, I, Yahuwah, have called you in the righteousness, and will hold your hand. So I, Yahuwah, says he will hold our hand, and will keep you, and give you for a covenant of the people, for a light of the other nations. So listen. It says, to open the blind ears, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prisons, and them that sit in darkness. So the prisoners that are in prison, them are the people that are in darkness. But he isn't talking about like a physical prison. He's talking about darkness. And them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. He isn't talking about a physical jail. He isn't talking about a physical prison. He's talking about spiritually dead. It says, I am Yahuwah. That is my name. Listen. He said, I am Yahuwah. That is my name. And my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to a graven image. Hallelujah. A mental prison. That's exactly what it is. Darkness. Spiritually dead. Yes, we definitely is the light. Let's go to Isaiah 49. We're going to be turning a couple pages over. Isaiah chapter 49. We're going to be reading verses 5 through 7. Just to touch up on that Yasharel is the light. So these other people, these other heathens, they are grafted in through us. Yah tells them to grab a hold of our fringes so that they may know Yahusha. Isaiah chapter 49, verse 5. And he says, and now, says Yahuwah, that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Through Yasharel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of Yahuwah, and my Elohim shall be my strength. And he said, it is a light thing that you shall be my servant, to rise up the tribe of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Yasharel. I will also give you for a light to the other nations, that you may be my Yeshua unto the end of the earth. I think I'm saying that right. It might be another name, but I believe it's Yeshua. Or, no, that's Isaiah's name. Yeshayahu. Let me read that one more time. That you may be my Yeshayahu unto the end of the world, and to the end of the earth. Thus said Yahuwah, the Redeemer of Yasharel, and the Holy One, to him whom man despises, to him whom the nation abhors, to a servant of rulers, kings shall see and arise, princes also shall worship, because of Yahuwah that is fruitful, and the Holy One of Yasharel, and he shall choose you. Thus says Yahuwah, in a acceptable time have I heard you, and in a day of Yeshayahu have I helped you, and I will preserve you, and give you for a covenant of the people, to establish the earth, to cause to inherit the desolate heritage. I think I'm saying that right. That you may say to the prisoners, go forth to them that are in darkness, show yourselves. They shall feed in the ways, and their pastures shall be in all high places. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. For he that has mercy on them shall lead them, even by the springs of the water shall he guide them. And I will make all mountains a way, and my highway shall exalt. Behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of, not sure what that word is. I'm not even going to take a stab at it. Shaim? I think it's Shaim, but please forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. Now we're going to be moving on to Yahuwah's deliverance, because Yahuwah delivers. Yahuwah delivers. We're going to be going to Psalm chapter 34. We're going to be reading verses 1 through 22. And this is about Yahuwah's deliverance. So stick with me. It says, and I will bless Yahuwah at all times. His praise shall continuously be in my mouth. My soul shall have her boast in Yahuwah. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify Yahuwah with me, and let us exalt his name together. I shout Yahuwah, and he heard me and delivered me from my fears. They look upon him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. The poor man cried, and Yahuwah heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. The angels of Yahuwah encamps round about them that fear him and delivers them. O taste and see that Yahuwah is good. Blessed is the man that he trusted. Blessed is the man that trusts in him. O fear Yahuwah, ye his Kodeshim, for there is no want to them that fear him. The young lion do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek Yahuwah shall not want any good thing. Come ye, children, hearken unto me. I will teach you to fear Yahuwah. What man is he that desires life and good? What man is he that desires life and love many days, that he may see good? Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking gold. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of Yahuwah are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cries. The face of Yahuwah is against them that do evil, to cut off remembrance of them from the earth. So make sure y'all doing good. Make sure y'all doing what's right, because Yahuwah says he will cut you off from the face of the earth. The righteous cry of Yahuwah hears and delivers them out of their troubles. Yahuwah is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saves such as be of a contrary ruach. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yahuwah delivers him out of them all. Let me read that for y'all one more time, because Yahuwah delivers. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yahuwah delivers him out of them all. He guards all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. So make sure you are not wicked. Please be righteous. Do what's right. Yahuwah redeems the souls of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. So put your faith in Yahuwah. Trust in Yahuwah. Fear Yahuwah, because he is one. I really love what I just read, but we're going to go to Yahuwah's guidance, because Yahuwah guides. I really got a lot to talk about. The true armor of Yahuwah. Brought some more notes with me. We're going to get to that towards the end. Well, we're kind of towards the end. But let's go to Jeremiah chapter 29. We're going to be reading verses 8 through 4. And if y'all still here, can I get a 7 in the chat? For the people that are still here, let's place a 7 in the chat. Because today is the Sabbath. The sun has set, so today is the Sabbath, the day that Yah has created from upon his rest, to set aside rest that we may worship him. And he sanctified day 7, which is the Sabbath, and he made sure that he was able to rest, so that we may rest, so that we may worship him on this day, which is day 7. So Shabbat Shalom to everybody that is here. Let me get to Jeremiah 29. So Jeremiah chapter 29. I see them 7s rolling there. All right. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 8. We'll be reading up to 14, starting with 8. For thus says Yahuwah Zavayot, the Elohai of Yasharel, let not your prophets and your diviners that be in the midst of you deceive you, neither hearken to your dreams which ye cause to be dreamed. For the prophecies For the prophecies falsely unto you in my name prophesies. For they prophesize falsely unto you in my name. I have not sent them, says Yahuwah. Make sure y'all hear me. It says, for they prophesize falsely unto you in my name. I have not sent them, says Yahuwah. For thus says Yahuwah, that are 70 years be accomplished at Babel, I will visit you and perform my good words towards you, and causing you to return to this place. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, says Yahuwah, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Then shall you call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And ye shall seek me and find me, when you shall search for me with all your heart, and I will be found of you, says Yahuwah. And I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all places. I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places whither I have driven you, says Yahuwah. And I will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive. So I just kind of want to take a pause there and back up, because if you guys didn't catch it, Yahuwah says, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, says Yahuwah, thoughts of peace and not of evil, and to give you an expected end. So Yahuwah knows the thoughts he thinks towards you. And it's not, his thoughts towards you are not evil. His thoughts towards you are not wicked. His thoughts towards you is peace. When he think about you, he think about peace. Even in the chaotic world we live in, you could be doing wickedly, still think peace. So this is kind of where I'm going to end it off at for today's video. For my next video, I'm want to break down who is Yeshua. My next video, my next stream is going to be based off Yeshua, the true Messiah of this world, the true Savior. And his name isn't JC or any other pagan Elohim name that, that was made. But what does the word Elohim mean? Elohim is a Hebrew word, and Hebrew is its own language. We are Hebrew people. It says Elohim is a Hebrew word. Elohim is a multifaceted term referring to Yahuwah in the Torah. It's a masculine plural form. So we got some scriptures that we can back up with what I was just saying. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 4. We're going to be reading 39 and 40. Deuteronomy chapter 4, 39 and 40. It reads, know therefore this day and consider it in your heart that Yahuwah, he is Elohim, in heaven above and upon the earth beneath. There is no one else. You shall guard therefore his statutes and his commandments, which he command you this day, that it may go well with you and with your children after you. So that it may go well with you and your children after you, and that you may prolong your days upon the earth which Yahuwah Elohim gives you forever. So Yahuwah is one. It says, know therefore this day and consider it in your heart that Yahuwah, he is Elohim, in heavens above and upon the earth beneath. There is no one else. So there is no other Elohim. There is no one else who can save you besides Yahusha. And he is the son of Yahuwah. So let's just back up. Not backing up what does the word Elohim mean, but who is our Elohim? That's what we backing up here. So we're going to go to Deuteronomy 6, and we're going to be reading verses 3 and 4, just to show y'all who our Elohim is. It's not that white man. It's not that white heathen that they say, or it's not that white heathen that they call on in the whatever they call it. The prison is what I would call it. That church, that's a prison. But Deuteronomy chapter 6, 3 and 4, it reads, Hear therefore, O Yasharel, and guard to do it, that it may be well with you, and that ye may increase mightily as Yahuwah, Elohim, of your fathers have promised you, in the land that flows with milk and honey. Hear, O Yasharel, Yahuwah Eloheinu, Yahuwah is one. Yahuwah is one. Shalom, Jeffrey. Right now, we're just talking about the word Elohim. We're just backing up with scriptures who our Elohim is, or who is Elohim. Let's go to Deuteronomy 30. Deuteronomy 30. We're going to be reading verses 1 through 20. He is one. That is who Yahuwah is. Deuteronomy chapter 30, it reads, And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon you, the blessings and the curse, which I have set before you, and ye shall call them to mind among all the nations, whether Yahuwah Elohim has driven you. And ye shall return unto Yahuwah Elohim, and shall obey his voice, according to all that I command you this day. It says, And your children with all your heart and all your soul. So Yahuwah, let me read verse 2 for y'all one more time. It says, And Yahuwah returns and wait, calm down, Malachi. Verse 2, it reads, and shall return unto Yahuwah Elohim, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command you this day, you and your children, with all your heart and with all your soul, that then Yahuwah Elohim will turn your captivity and have compassion upon you, and will return and gather you from all nations, whether Yahuwah Elohim has scattered you. Are y'all listening to me though? Are y'all listening to me though? Yeah, Moray, hey, you see that time, man? I'm trying to breathe. I took a little sip of water, but I'm a little cotton mouth. But hey, I'm doing what Abi Yahuwah is telling me to do. But verse 3, let me reread that. It says, That then Yahuwah Elohim will turn your captivity and have compassion upon you. So he will turn your captivity and have compassion upon you, and will return and gather you from all nations, whether Yahuwah Elohim has scattered you. So I kind of want to touch up on that a little bit. The 12 tribes of Yasharel, we have been scattered. And what is Yahuwah telling us right here in verse 3? Whether Yahuwah, it says, and will return and gather you from all nations, whether Yahuwah, it says Yahuwah, whether Yahuwah has scattered you. If any of yours be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, for thence will Yahuwah Elohim gather you, and from thence will he fetch you. And Yahuwah Elohim will bring you into the land which your fathers possess, and you shall possess it, and he will do you good and multiply you above your fathers. And Yahuwah Elohim will circumcise your heart and the heart of your seed to love Yahuwah Elohim with all your heart and all your soul, that you may live. And Yahuwah Elohim will put all these curses upon your enemies. Y'all hearing that? It says Yahuwah will put these curses upon all your enemies and on them that hate you, which persecuted you. I hope y'all hearing, O Yasharel. And you shall return and obey the voice of Yahuwah. It says, and you shall return and obey the voice of Yahuwah. You, and do all his commandments which I have commanded you this day, and Yahuwah Elohim will make you plantations in every work of your hand, and the fruit of your body, and in the fruit of your cattle, and in the fruit of your land for good. For Yahuwah will again rejoice over you for good, as he rejoiced over your fathers. For you shall hearken unto the voice of Yasharel, Yahuwah Elohim, to guard his commandments and his statutes, which are written in the Sefer of the Torah. And if you will turn unto Yahuwah, and if you will turn unto Yahuwah Elohim with all your heart and with all your soul. So I want to touch up on this real quick. It says, if you shall hearken unto the voice of Yahuwah Elohim to guard his commandments and statutes. I want to touch up on that. He has commandments and statutes we must follow. And as he's saying right here, we must guard his commandments too. Not only do we follow them, but we guard them. And as he say, with all our heart and all our soul. Let's carry on. I just want y'all to point some facts out for y'all. For this commandment which I have commanded you this day, it is not hidden from you, neither is it far off. Wow. So these commandments this day is not hidden from us. It's not afar off. So where they at? Where they at for the people that don't know? Where they at? Somebody put it in the chat. Where they at? Where is them? Where is these commandments and statutes at in this book for the people that don't know? It says, verse 12, it is not in heaven that you should say, who shall go up for us to heaven and bring it upon us, that we may hear it and do it. Neither is it beyond the sea that you shall say, who shall go over the sea for us and bring us unto us. It says, and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it. But the word is very nigh, very, very nigh unto you, in your mouth, in your heart, that you may do it. Where are they at? Where they at? They in Exodus. Let me tell y'all. I'm glad you said that, Moray, because I'm about to tell y'all. It's Exodus chapter. Oh, let me not lose my page. I think it's Exodus chapter 3, 1 through 17. That's something that I read very often. Exodus chapter 3, 1 through 17. Those are the commandments. Just for the people that don't know. So start with the commandments and then move on to them statutes, so that you may live by them and guard them with all your heart and all your soul. But we read verses 15. It says, no, go back to 14. The word is very nigh unto you, in your mouth and in your heart, that you may do it. See, I have set before you this day life and good, and death and evil. So Yah has set before us this day life and good, and death and evil. Where they at? Exodus 20. Then Exodus, well, I read Exodus 3, 1 through 17. But I can get that for you in a minute. And that I command you this day to love Yahuwah Elohim, to walk in his ways, and to guard his commandments, and to guard his commandments and his statutes and his judgments, that you may live and multiply. And Yahuwah Elohim shall bless you in the land whither you shall go to possess it. So are y'all hearing me? I command you this day, love Yahuwah Elohim. He commanded us to love him. Y'all see it? Those are where the commandments are at. Exodus chapter 3, 1 and 17, and Exodus chapter 20. Oh man, my chat. Exodus chapter 21 through 17. See, easy. Y'all doesn't lie, man. We're gonna go there in a minute. Bring up these commandments for us before we click off this video. But let's finish up where we was reading. Verse 17, but if your heart turns away, but if your heart turn away, so that you will not hear, but shall be drawn away and worship other Elohims and serve them, I denounce unto you this day that ye shall surely perish, and that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land, whether you pass over the Jordan to go to possess it. I have called heaven and the earth to record this day against you. Listen up. Yahuwah says, I have called the heavens and the earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you in life and death, blessings and cursings. Therefore choose life, that both you and your seed may live. Hallelujah, Yahuwah for that. That you may love Yahuwah Elohim, and that you may obey his voice, and that you may cleave unto him, for he is your life, and the length of your days, that ye may dwell in the land which Yahuwah sworn 7 oaths unto your father, to Abraham, to Yishak, and to Jacob, to give them. I just want to give all praise to the Most High Yahuwah, because he is one. He chose us to be a peculiar people for him, but for the world too. He chose us to be the light upon the world. But let's go check out these verses before we call it a night. Because if y'all didn't learn anything, y'all about to learn something now. So let's go to Exodus chapter 3. We're going to be starting with verses 1. Hold on, I don't think it's in 3. It's in 20. It's in 20 and 1. Yeah. Yeah. It's in, my bad, y'all. It's Exodus chapter 21 through 17. So here is where I'm about to take y'all somewhere, man. These are the commandments of Abba Yahuwah. So if you follow them, man, he got some good promises for you. Exodus chapter 20. And Elohim spoke all these words, saying, I am Yahuwah Elohim, which have brought you out of the land of Mizraim, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other Elohim before me. You shall not make unto you any graven images or any likeness of anything that is in the heavens above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth. You should not bow down yourself to them, nor serve them. For I, Yahuwah Elohim, am a jealous El, visiting the iniquities of the father of the children upon the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me. So I want y'all to really listen. Upon the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me. I wonder if we are that generation that hates Yahuwah. I wonder, are we that generation of people that hates Yahuwah? Not because we don't know them, but because we were probably taught to go against everything Yahuwah stood for. Are we that 3rd and 4th generation of people that hates Yahuwah? Let's continue though. Verse 6, and showing mercy unto 1,000 of them that loves me and guard my commandments. You shall not bring the name of Yahuwah Elohim to naught, for Yahuwah will not hold him guiltless that brings his name to naught. Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Today is the Sabbath because the sun has set. So the Shabbat is until tomorrow on the actual Sabbath, because today is day 6. Well, not anymore. Sorry. Today is day 7 because the sun has set, which makes it the Sabbath. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath unto Yahuwah Elohim. In it you shall not do any work. He's talking to us, y'all. You shall not do any work, you nor your sons, nor your daughters, nor your maidservants, nor your manservants, and nor your maid servants, nor your cattle, nor your strangers that is within your gates. So as y'all hear me, nobody, not you, not me, not Moray, not Dejanay, not Monty, none of us. We should not do any work in this day, so that we may worship and serve Yahuwah on a day he sanctified, and set aside, not only for himself, but for the chosen ones. But let me continue. For in the 6 days Yahuwah made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore Yahuwah blessed the day of the Sabbath and hallowed it. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which Yahuwah Elohim gives you. You should not kill. You should not break wedlock. You should not steal. You should not bear false witness against your neighbor. You should not lust after your neighbor's house. You should not lust after your neighbor's woman, nor his manservants, nor his maidservants, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is your neighbor's. Those are the commandments of Yahuwah, which he hath given to us, that we may follow and that we may guard with all our heart and all our soul. So if I didn't leave you guys with anything, I know for sure I just left y'all with something in Exodus chapter 20, 1 through 17. But before I click off or sign off, I kind of want to show y'all something. Because the true armor of Yahuwah, don't mind him right here. He's nobody. But let's read. Yahuwah has armor, so we must, as chosen people that love Yahuwah with all our heart and all our soul. The helmet of salvation. You can go to Leviticus chapter 8 and verses 9. And on the holy turban, which is the helmet of salvation, the set apart sign, holy unto Yahuwah. The beast plate of righteousness. If you wanted to have some scripture to back that up, reading off this paper, guys. For he put on a beast plate of righteousness and a helmet of salvation for his head. This is the armor of Yahuwah. So we must put this armor of Yahuwah on each and every day. You might need to sleep with it on too, because you never know. The sword of the Spirit. I think this is Ephesians chapter 6, verses 17, which is the word of Elohim, which is the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Elohim. And you can also go to Psalms chapter 119, verses 133. Establish my footsteps in your word, and do not let any iniquity have dominion over you. And this is the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Elohim. The belt of truth, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 14. No, I'm reading that wrong. Isaiah chapter 11 and 5. And the righteousness shall be the girdle of his lion, and the faithfulness of the girdle of his waist. And this is the belt. Shalom, Vince. Welcome to the room. Right now, we're just going over the true armor of Yahuwah. We just finished talking about the commandments, that we must guard them with all our heart and all our soul. The shield of faith. For Psalm chapter 28, verses 7. Yah is my strength and my shield. My heart has trusted in him, and I have been helped. This is the shield of faith. Hallelujah, Yahuwah. Because I can feel the shield of faith. Each and every time my blood spike, I think about Yahuwah and what he will tell me to do, or what he is telling me to do. And that's to ignore the ignorance. Gospel of peace, Isaiah chapter 52. This is the true armor of Yah. The gospel of peace in the scriptures, here to back it up. Isaiah chapter 52, verse 7. How pleased upon the mountains are the feet of him who brings good news, who proclaims peace, who says to Zion, Elohim reigns. And this is the gospel of peace. If I'm not mistaken, that's the at the heels of the feet, the soles of the feet. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all hearing me? But ye are a chosen generation. So your generation is chosen. Moray, Vince, Dejanay, Monty. Your generation is chosen. So for your generation to be chosen, you know what that means? You chosen. You chosen. That ye should show forth the praise of him who has called you out of darkness into the marvelous light. That's in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. And if y'all don't mind, let's go there for a second before we sign off for the night. Because we're going to end it off with this verse right here. 1 Peter, going to be reading chapter 2 and just verse 9. Or we might just, yeah, I think we're just going to read verse 9. 1 Peter chapter 2. But it says, but ye are chosen. Oh, I just read that. All right, let's read it again. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praise of him who has called you out of darkness into the marvelous light, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of Elohim. So we are people of Elohim, y'all. Catch that. But have not attained mercy, but now have attained mercy. Read that for y'all one more time. It says, which in time past were not a people, but now are the people of Elohim, which had not attained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. So did we not attain mercy? But now since we are the people of Elohim, we have attained mercy. Dear beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts, which war against the soul, having conversations honest among the other nations, that whereas they speak against you as evildoers, they may be your good works, which they shall behold. Glorify Elohim in the day of visitation. Submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for Yahuwah's sake, whether it be the king as supreme, or unto governors as unto them that are sent by him for the punishment of evildoers, and for the praise of them that do well. Hallelujah, YAHUAH. Do you remember what we studied in the book of Amos? Remember in the book of Amos, we got in serious trouble. Repeat that for us one more time, Moray. Is y'all seeing what Moray is saying? Because we are stiff-necked, and rebellious people. For so is the will of Elohim, that with well doing ye may put to silent the ignorance of foolish men, as free and not using your liberty for a cloak of miraculousness, but as the servants of Elohim. Honor all men, love the brotherhood, fear Elohim, honor the king. Servants, be subject to your Adonai with all fear, not only to good and gentle, but also to forward, but also to the forward. Excuse me. For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience towards Elohim endure grief, suffering wrongfully. For what glory is it, if when we be buffered for your faults, ye shall take it patiently. But if when But if when ye do well and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable. This is acceptable with Elohim. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right there, guys. This video was particularly for the remnant that needs me. This is for the people that don't know who Yahuwah is. Brought to you by Yahuwah. Is Yahuwah the true living Elohim? And I want to end this video by answering that for you. Yes, he is the true living Elohim. He isn't a man-made paganism Elohim. Yeah, I can't remember that. Shalom, Samaya. Appreciate y'all for joining. We is finna go ahead and sign off. But as I was saying, Yahuwah is the true Elohim of this world and of the Shemaims. He is the creator of heaven and earth. He created... We gotta get back. Thank you. But as I was saying, Yahuwah is the true living Elohim. And we are the chosen people. We are the people that are part of the bloodline of the 12 tribes of Yasharel, which come from Jacob. Abraham, Yeshak, and Jacob. So I just want to say thank you for everybody who joined this live stream. This is Yahuwah Ministry. I'm just a moray teaching for Yahuwah, because as he's telling me each and every day I wake up and each and every day I lay down and go to sleep, I got to do his will because he chose me. And it's consequences if I don't listen to my Abba Yahuwah. And I'm a watchman, so I got to do the will of my Abba Yahuwah. And that's to wake up the 12 tribes of Yasharel. So I just want to say, for anybody that's out there watching right now, make sure you guys get into the Torah, which is called the Sefer. It's free online for you guys in the App Store, wherever you can get it. It's free somewhere. Just go search it up so you can be able to read the word of Yahuwah, so you can study to show yourselves approved, so that when someone come to you with some lies, you can point them in the right direction. So I just want to say Shabbat Shalom to everyone, and Shalom, and this is your boy Malachi, and I'll see y'all in the next live stream. Shalom. Oh, hold on. I got something for y'all. Hold on. Before y'all leave me, I want y'all to hear something. This Abba Yahuwah's work.
At it again, it's your boy Makai. And he chose me.
Yahuwah chose me, family.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah, he told me. I gotta go wake up Yasharel, cause he chose me. I gotta go do his will, do what he told me. They don't know Big L, they don't know me. Yeah, he chose me. Yeah, he told me. I gotta go wake up Yasharel, cause he chose me. I gotta go do his will, do what he told me. They don't know Big L, they don't know he. They don't know Yahuwah, they don't know Yahusha. They call these pagan Elohims, it ain't Yahuwah. So who they calling on? They call him Jesus Christ, but his real name is Rose. So get it right, so help me please. You forgive us for our sins, so take a knee. We was bowing down to them idols, so help me please. Yeshua was sent before these idols, so who is he? He the king of all kings, so let me speak. Yeah, he chose me. Yeah, he told me.
I gotta go wake up Yasharel, cause he chose me. They gotta go do his will, do what he told me. They don't know Big L, they don't know E. He said, yeah, he chose me. Yeah, he told me. I gotta go wake up Yasharel, cause he chose me. I gotta go do his will, do what he told me.
They don't know Big L.
They don't know E. He said, they don't know Yahuwah. They don't know Yahusha. They be calling these pagan Elohims. It ain't Yahusha.
So who
They call it known. They call him Jesus Christ. But his real name is Caesar Berger. So get it right.
So help me please. Forgive us for our sins. So take a knee. Who's bowed down
down to these idols.
So help me please.
Yeshua was sent before these idols. So who is he? He the king of all kings.
So let me speak of me.
Yeah, he told me I gotta go wake up Yasharel, cause he chose me. I gotta go do his will.
Do what he told me.
They don't know Big L, they don't know E. Yeah, he chose me. Yeah, he told me I gotta go wake up Yasharel, cause he chose me. I gotta go do his will, do what he told me. What'd he say? They don't know E. Hosea chapter 2, verse 23. All right, we can go there real quick, Moray, before we sign off. Hope these words ain't too choppy for me. But we're going to check out Hosea real quick because my Moray is telling me to go somewhere. Chapter 2, verse 23. Hosea chapter 2, verse 23. And this is for the people of Yasharel. And I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy. And I will say to them, which were not my people, you are my people. And they shall say, you are my Elohim. So YAHUAH, you are my Elohim. I just want to say Shabbat Shalom to everybody and Shalom. And I'll see y'all in the next live stream. It'll probably be sometime next week, probably. I got another video. It's just bringing the truth of who the real Messiah of this world is. His name is Yahusha. So I'm going to see y'all in the next stream. Shalom, everybody.